Corporal Randall here. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hey, hit the notification bell. That way you know when I post a new video. Well, with all the brouhaha of the last couple of days' videos, and today being Friday, I wanted to end the week, as always, on a positive note. So I know I espoused how teachers are overpaid and they worked less than most full-time workers. All true. But does that mean that all teachers are overpaid? No, it doesn't. I mentioned several times that some teachers are actually really good and are extremely necessary, especially in underserved communities, to help children and encourage them, to make sure they realize where they are now isn't where they have to be. I had multiple teachers that helped me become who I am. And I'm not just talking about my parents or my family, because for everyone, your family and your parents are going to be your first teachers. That's where you're going to start your learning process from. But when I went to school, I had multiple teachers that may have taken an interest in me or helped me to progress. So I want to just dedicate this video to all the teachers out there who have gone out of their way to improve the lives of their students. Teachers like my first grade teacher, Miss Cashin. Miss Cashin, for whatever reason, took a liking to me when I was in first grade, and I became her teacher's pet. I helped with everything. I graded papers. I sat there right next to her. Now, it may have been partially because, if you haven't noticed, I talk a lot. And those who know me may say that I can be somewhat of a clown. All that may have been done just so she could keep an eye on me and stop me from being disruptive. But I always felt that I was appreciated. I was then, while in first grade, transferred to a different school and didn't do as well, and ended up not passing the first grade. Well, went back to my old school and ended up with my old teacher. Miss Cashin stayed after school every day with me to teach me second grade work while I was in the first grade. Because she said when I went to the second grade, there was no chance she wanted me to end up repeating that grade. And she wanted me on par with the rest of my classmates that had left me behind, through no fault of their own. I want to go and dedicate it to my second grade teacher, Miss Ollie Davis. Because Miss Ollie Davis apparently heard from Miss Cashin that I was a really good student and I could be potentially problematic if not monitored. Miss Davis, very similar to Miss Cashin, kept me after school, worked with me on different assignments, made sure that I understood all of the work so much that I could actually help her teach the work for other students. My fourth grade teacher, Miss Williams. Miss Williams was a godsend. She loved me. She made sure that anytime there was any kind of assignment that I could possibly have a problem with, that we worked on it independently and we had the time to ensure my success. Now, I want to again be clear. My parents were really big on education. They were my first teachers. So my parents' drive for education and their involvement in my academic career probably assisted me in feeling comfortable with going to the teachers and allowing them to help me. This is actually odd because I started having to think really hard on this before the video. Because a lot of times I would say that there was years where I didn't have a good teacher. And it's true, there were some years where I can't think of a single teacher that had an influence on my life. But the ones that did, I remember Dr. Bentley. He was the vice principal for my middle school. I went to a magnet middle school, which means that we had different magnets that taught different things. I was in the entrepreneurship program. Well, I was a little rapscallion, so I didn't always prefer to go to class. And Dr. Humphrey Bentley would chase me down the hall and be like, "Young man, where is it you're supposed to be? Let's get you there." When he ran for mayor in Baltimore City, I was proud to volunteer for his campaign because I saw how much he cared about the students, because I remember how much he cared about me. He didn't know me from Adam. I could have just been another one of the little kids in the city that could have gone and done whatever, and he could have come home, got his paycheck, and been happy. But he wasn't. I'd also like to dedicate this to a couple of my high school teachers. One being Miss Carol Baker. She was my ninth grade math teacher, algebra. I couldn't stand algebra. Didn't like it. Didn't understand why we had to introduce letters into math. But Miss Baker just basically sat there, and I can always remember her, young man, Mr. Randall, don't you have some work to do? And she never really got upset. She understood that the work was a challenge, but it was doable. I understood how to do the work. But instead of her chastising me or trying to embarrass me or anything like that, like some teachers would do with students, she would just say, don't you have work to do? And I'd sit there and put my head back down and finish my assignment. Lastly, another Miss Davis, my 12th grade English teacher. Just to circle back, my 4th grade teacher, Miss Williams, and my 12th grade teacher, Miss Davis, both taught me a love for the English language and writing and making sure that my words were precise and I was correct in how I spoke. I'd love to dedicate this video to any teachers out there who are leading the charge and shaping the minds of the next generation. I only ask that, look at what's best for them sometimes. College isn't for everyone. College wasn't for me when I came out of high school. Does that mean that I didn't go to college? No. I'm a college graduate. But out of high school, if you'd have sent me to college, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wasn't prepared for it, mentally. Not that I couldn't do the work. I just was too immature to actually be successful. So I left high school, went to the Marine Corps. After the Marine Corps, I was able to decide to go back to college. If the Marine Corps taught me nothing, taught me I'm not a fan of manual labor. And I prefer to have a job with benefits and heating and air. Well, have a blessed weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I send a new video. Tell a friend about me, share the video. Corporal Randall, out.